Hey, welcome. Welcome to the White Sides Garage. Today we're going to do a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee brake job. New rotors, new pads. So let's get started. All right, we're going to get started with the rear brakes. This is the left rear, obviously. Let's get this taken apart, get a look at things, get some new pads and rotor on it, and put her back together. So let's get a closer look. We get a closer look at everything. Before I start out, the first thing I see is this right here. This rattle clip is on the wrong side of the bracket. This arm is supposed to be out here on this side of the bracket. So whoever did these last didn't assemble this correctly. So let's see what kind of damage it did or if it did any problem with the brakes. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta get the caliper off. So on the caliper bolts, there's a couple little plastic caps. We got to pop those plastic caps off. And then the caliper bolts take a 7mm Allen wrench. So put a 7mm Allen in, get the caliper bolts off. Get these caliper bolts out. They're still got grease on them or lubricant on them, which is a good thing. Hopefully the slides, that means the slides are probably in decent shape on this Jeep. So we can just change out the parts. Sometimes this bottom bolt is kind of a bugger to get out because it's right behind the bracket, the A-arm, the lower A-arm. So get that off. Now get the caliper off and notice it. Look at the wear on that pad. The pad has almost no wear here and almost worn out up here. That's due to the fact that the guy did not have that rattle clip in right, and he was holding the caliper crooked. So the whole time the guy was driving this vehicle, he was wearing his brake pads one side and not the other. So you got to put that clip in right. We'll show you how to put that in. You put her back together. So you shove this back nice and slow with a C-clamp, or they got a little tool that goes in there too, but I don't have one. So push it back nice and slow, set that off to the side. Now we gotta get our bracket off. The bracket bolts are 18mm. 18mm on the bracket. The bracket's out. Unlike a lot of manufacturers, they add a stainless steel slide in here for your brake pads. For some reason, Jeep doesn't do it. Okay, so we want to loosen up the emergency brake to get it freed up. We got our rubber bung out back here. And we got to turn this wheel. There's a slot right there under the bung. I showed you taking the bung out. And there's a wheel there, a star wheel, on there that adjusts it in and out. And I think Jeep has the same setup for both sides. So on a regular rear drum brake car, one side is right-hand thread and one side is left-hand thread for the self-adjusters. But this doesn't have a self-adjuster on it. It's manual adjust. So on the passenger side, the wheel goes down on the inside like this in order to get it loose. But on the driver's side, you go in with a thing and go up. So you put the tool in and push down on the tool or down on the screwdriver, whatever you got, to adjust that wheel. And you run that wheel about a turn in, and then rotor should come off. Got the rotor off. Got everything cleaned up. Now to put the new rotor on, we're going to have to adjust it. Before we put the rotor on, it's easier to adjust it from the outside. So you just run this up. A turn or so and try it. Not a little farther. That feels pretty good. I don't adjust them tight like I do rear drum brakes. You kind of want to leave it just a touch loose so it's not dragging. That feels pretty good right there. So then we put our O-ring seal back on. Maybe. Come on, there we go. That O-ring pops down in there. Should be good. I'm going to take this bracket and I'm going to clean these two surfaces up where the brake pads slide back and forth. So take that out, wire brush these off a little bit, and be right back. Okay, we got the bracket wire brushed off pretty good. We'll get it back on, put the bolts in. Tighten up our caliper bracket bolts good and snug. Got to get our brake pads out. These pads are pretty self-explanatory. It's got the clip that goes inside. That clip goes inside your piston. Like that. And obviously this pad goes on the opposite side like that. And we slide this on. I put some lube, fresh lube on these bolts. They were pretty good before. These caliper bolts aren't really that big on the threads, so they don't get super tight. But tight enough, but not super tight. And that's all there is to the rear brake. Oh, that's not all there is. And last but not least on these rear brakes is this clip. I'll show you what happened. Oh, that's not what happened. Now that's how that clip goes on. These go on this side of the bracket, not this side. The last person who did this had this arm on this side of the bracket, and that's why the pad wore unevenly. That's the rear brakes are done, and the rear brakes are all set. Let's move on to the front brakes. Okay, moving on to the fronts. We're going to do the front. This is the front left brake. We're going to change the front brakes. They're a little bit simpler than the back brakes because there's no emergency brake to deal with. So first thing we're going to do is get our anti-rattle clip off. Take that off. Take these two little caps off the caliper bolts in the back. These caliper bolts on this Grand Cherokee, the caliper bolts in this Grand Cherokee are 11 millimeters. Not everyone has an 11 millimeter Allen wrench, but a 7/16 Allen wrench works just as well. It's within a couple of thousandths of an inch of an 11 millimeter. So just get your 7/16 Allen wrench, or 11 millimeter if you got one. Get those screws broke loose. Take your caliper bolts out. When you got them out, get a look at them. If you put the wrench in there and hold it sideways a little bit, you can pull the caliper bolts out with the Allen wrench. Caliper pins, whatever you want to call them. Okay, we got that bolt backed out. Now we can get the caliper off. I know a lot of guys are going to comment on hanging the caliper from the hose. That hose is strong enough to hold a caliper plus probably 100 pounds. So I don't have any problem hanging the caliper from the hose. It doesn't hurt the hose or the caliper at all. This one caliper bolt is kind of stuck in there. We got to get that out. It's easier to pound it this way. In. Most of the time, it's corrosion on this end that hangs out here in midair without any protection. Get that out. Get a look in there. The sleeve looks okay. It's just got a little corrosion in it. We'll get that cleaned up. Let's get the bracket off. The bracket is a E20 Torx bit, a Torx E20. Same with the rear. We will wire brush these two surfaces off where the pads slide back and forth. Get those nice and cleaned off. Before you try to take the brake rotor off, make sure you take this O-ring out, otherwise it makes it very difficult to get the brake rotor off. Get that O-ring off of there. What did I do with my hammer? Has anyone seen my hammer? Put it. When you're going to tap on your rotor, you're going to tap on the back of your rotor to get it off, it's always good to put a lug nut on a couple threads so the thing doesn't fall off and break your toe or something. I didn't do it this time, but I usually do. Put that on there to be safe. Okay, we got the new rotor. Clean the transportation, clean the shipping stuff off of it. Set it on there. Put the O-ring back in first thing. It holds that rotor in place, so you don't got to worry about it flopping around when you're trying to put the brakes back on. All right, we'll Put the caliper bracket back on first. These front bolts for the brake caliper bracket are pretty big, so you want to snug them up pretty tight. Before we put this back together, we got to run the pistons back in. By the way, I did take the cap off the brake master cylinder. I always take the cap off the brake master cylinder when you're running these back in. So let's do fluid back up in. You might have to, okay, those are back all the way, seated. Now, let's put our, see, this has got the clamps that go right in there. The clips, clip it in. Then we get our bracket back on. You can't put this pad in the bracket because of this squealer. You have to put this on the bracket first. You can't put it in the caliper. You got to put it on the bracket first and then slide the caliper over it. Otherwise it doesn't fit. Put your pins in. See this upper pin had all this black tar on it from being out exposed. So I'm going to wire brush that off, and that should be ready to go back in a lot easier. Get those caliper bolts tightened up. Put the dust caps back on. We got to put our clip on. All right, and that's the brakes. That's it for the brake job on the 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe and like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on the new Whiteside's Garage, formerly Whiteside's Workshop. Thanks.